Hello, and welcome to another episode of Do Something. Today, I want to talk about the role of art and the role art and artists play and have played in every society in human history. Art is not only a means of personal expression, but in the many ways it inspires, it criticizes, it lauds, it entertains, and memorializes the human condition. And we'll explore this topic with my guest, Barry Shapiro, a graduate of Pratt Institute with a BFA in painting and printmaking. A second career in film and video earned him numerous awards, including an Emmy and a Clio as producer and director. Barry currently lives in Vero Beach, where he has blended art and activism by creating connections and opportunities for his community to find their own voice. For Barry, all art is political. So let's find out what he means, what that means for him, and for all of you artists who are looking to do something. Hello, Barry,
Hi,
and
and
welcome to
thanks
Do
for having
Something.
me.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to have you and good to see you again. But I wanted to start by exploring what you meant by all art is political.
Art is an essential part of human nature, community, etc. Therefore, all art is political, whether or not it's a visually actually a political statement, but in some way the act of the artist expressing themselves to a public audience, it automatically becomes political in that it is a statement. All art gets some kind of reaction from everyone,
Mhm.
and therefore it has an integral part of our world.
Right, because art expresses an individual's worldview or
Yeah.
opinion of their worldview. You have blended art and activism, and what I mean by that is that you teach at a primary school for children from challenging home environments.
Mhm.
You work with the Vero Beach Film Festival, which harkens back to your film days.
Yes.
You created a program at the Vero Beach Museum of Art where you teach painting to veterans.
Well, I
And
didn't create that, but I am one of the key instructors for
right.
that
And
program.
you ran an art for inmates program at the Indian River County
Yeah,
Jail, which
that's amazing.
which I want to talk about that for a minute because I think it's really important to recognize that these are still people. And these are still people who have needs and fears and all of this sort of stuff and are in an unfortunate circumstance of their own making most of the time, right? So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about how you came across this program.
Well, just briefly, Eric Flowers, the sheriff of Indian River County, called me up one day and he said, "Hey, Barry," and I've known him for a long time. He and actually it was Angela Rosado Jones, who is the woman who's in charge of the jail. This was her brainchild. She's something she wanted and didn't know how to do it. So Eric brought me in. We met, the three of us, and I said, "Yeah, let's put this together." And there were certain limitations. There was a limited budget. But we worked out how this could work. I ordered supplies, and then I put out the word to a whole bunch of artists, local artists that I knew,
Mhm.
asking if they'd be interested in participating.
Was this available to all inmates or a
No,
certain class? Okay,
no,
so what kind
no.
of inmates?
So, well, first of all, they have different levels of
Mhm.
people in the prison, so it's not available to violent criminals and things of that sort. The prison, or the jail, I should say,
Mhm.
selects the people that are going to be in the program. They
Right.
volunteer to be there.
The jail identifies those who are who would qualify for this program.
Yeah.
And of those, the ones that are chosen, do they have any sort of artistic background or they're
No,
just
no. There was one woman I remember as she was doing her painting. I was like, wow, have you done this before? And she said, yeah, I used to paint all the time. I love doing it. I haven't done it in years. And I'm so thrilled
Mhm.
to be able to express myself in this way again.
How if somebody, an artist, whether it be a dancer or a singer or somebody in painting or sculpture or any of those things, is going, okay, yeah, I think maybe I could do it. How would you suggest they go about starting to investigate this path?
First of all, I think you have to look to yourself and see, what you're willing to do
Hmm.
and what inspires you.
Hmm.
What is it that would if I said, "Hey, you have this opportunity here," that you would go, "Oh my God, this is for me."
Hmm.
And you mentioned, where I teach elementary school, and a lot of these kids really have never had that kind of an outlet before. So
Right.
so you got to find that thing. Then you can do one of two things. There are programs that are out there that you can participate in, and you have to seek them out.
Yeah.
There's no reason you can't call up, if you, I don't know where you live. I mean, not in
Right.
LA, but
Yeah.
somewhere.
Go
There are
ahead.
these programs, and I'd like to participate.
Yeah.
Is there something that you have that I can participate in, or would you be willing to have someone come in and work with you to create?
Let's also say that uh, a jail is maybe a bit extreme for some people, they
Oh
don't
yeah,
want to go to a jail.
I had people start the program
Hmm.
and drop out. They couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
And it's not that intense. It's just you're in jail.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that, you also teach veterans at the
Hmm.
museum, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Hmm.
you can do an art program at a museum, you can do a writing program at a YMCA. There are a
Hmm.
lot of ways for artists to seek out ways of giving to the community that they live in. And uh,
Yeah.
and I just chose the inmate one because I think when we think about people who are struggling in life, it's possible that no one's struggling more than people in jail, even though they have their three squares and they have their you know their they're living in a place, they have no freedom. And I think this country is supposedly all about freedom, and they don't have that. What do you get out of it?
I walk out of there and I feel that if I touched one person,
Mhm.
one, then I did something worthy in my life. That's it. I don't get paid for most of the stuff that I do. Some of it I do, but
Mhm.
for the inmate program, so it's all voluntary.
Yeah.
And it's a few hours out of my life.
That is the thing that artists, I think in general, bring to society, is an opportunity to look at life through a different lens, so to speak. You
Um,
never know when you open a door where it will lead
no,
someone to go.
you're absolutely right.
The thing that comes to mind about this story and your involvement with the prison and with the veterans and the children that you teach, the word is empowerment.
Hmm.
That I think the arts have a unique way of empowering people by giving voice to to them, to their beliefs, to their thoughts, to their dreams,
Their souls.
their soul. And that is a gift that is priceless, I think.
I agree.
I have it on good authority that you are that you are also politically outspoken. Is this true?
I think that we are at a critical time in this country where things could turn on a dime.
Yeah.
And if you don't stand up and express what you believe, whatever it is,
Mhm.
then you're just waiting for it to happen to you.
Right.
So I feel it's very important to speak out and do whatever you can do.
Right.
I've done it at city council meetings and county commission meetings here because, as I said, all politics is local
And so you actually do both. You do social activism and political activism in your own way,
in my
which is,
community.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Barry, it's been a pleasure to see you and talk to you and
Yeah.
hear about your wonderful contribution to society. And for everybody, thank you so much for watching. And remember to like and subscribe and share. And we'll see you next time.